if it was as one-sided today either way. This is a contest. This is Samoa on Rugby League's world stage, and that's a very clever piece of thinking from Dom Young. Cool head right from the start.
In this competition, you know, there should be some pressure on Samoa.
McAlorum dances out a dummy half to that right-hand side. Wellesby brings it back to the middle with a little kick over the top. Brilliant saving tackle. Williams was over, but a brilliant saving tackle on that occasion from Brown. Now the kick to the corner. Makinson bounces off his shoulder. Out of play. Sat back on the 20. Great from England. Great from Samoa. For Samoa. Milford dances away from the initial attempt of tackle, but his kick's out on the full. They're making a habit of that.
And that's what England need to do. They need to pressure the half-backs and pressure the kicking game.
From where they want to be, so Williams puts that up. A little bit of pressure here on Sualihi, who's down and just about had feet on ground when shoulders met his bruising ribs. And Samoa start from inside the 10. Of just popping it away out of a tackle, so England have got to be smart to that. Here's Hunt, and Hunt with that pass away. Sualihi, and suddenly Samoa into dangerous territory. Brown. This now is Luai. Pops it over the top. Lafay's got the footwork, and Lafay's got the first try of the game. What a shock for English fans watching on. What a boost for those Samoans. Tim Lafay's over. And it's Samoa who strike first blood, and England behind for the first time in this World Cup.
Yeah, you mentioned the battle on that edge with it's Lafay and Callum Watkins, the club teammates, and on that occasion Lafay comes out on top. It's probably the third occasion that they've shifted the ball to the left.
In this England team to cope with this.
What a player.
It's unbelievable, isn't he?
Sualihi watches the bounce, and here comes danger straight away with that threat. I mean, he runs like a gazelle dressed like a rhinoceros, doesn't he? It's Paolo who blasts it in, and look at that, just shakes off a couple of England defenders. Just resists them with relative ease. Luai and Milford, misconnection, knock on. England with a chance to settle here now. Up and collects. Tompkins switching it left. Williams, the pass to Farnworth, but well met by Toho, who cut things down, but England keep it alive. Williams again with a skip and a step, being dragged towards the touchline and beyond. And it's going to be Samoa who get it back here. Well, in fact, England have got possession here. They've decided that Samoa knocked on in trying to take England out of play, so they can start in an attacking position with that first effort. Here comes Burgess. Burgess driving. Oh, let's go. Head goes down. Never any doubt, Junior Paulo. Just being tempted back in there to have a little chirp with Burgess.
Paolo looks like he's going to get a speaking to from the referee, but he's been fantastic.
He's off for 10 minutes. Junior Paulo, Simbin for 10 minutes. Queuing up there, but it's gone back to Burgess instead, and Tom Burgess with that big effort forward. McAlorum, all the balls come free, and the ref says knock on, I think, does he? Is he signalling here? No, he's given a penalty for England again here.
Yeah, it was Liggy Sow, I think, Nobby, wasn't it?
That's the way the ball came out. Liggy Sow's clearly got his hands all over the ball and reaps it out.
But now, with a man short, can they hold out? Switched left to Williams. Williams puts it over the top. Up went Crichton, knocked it back, and it has gone back in Samoan hands. Again, a risk early to go wide. Already well back to catch that. Looking for a bursting effort here. Takes some handling. 3 of them from Samoa. Holding him up. He's putting a pause. The referee wants the ball played back. We've seen a lot of that, haven't we? The referee just asking players to step back a foot or two to play the ball.
But that helps Samoa as well, because it slows the process down. England around there, they want Young to get down and play the ball quickly. Well, they want this kind of play the ball that we've got now.
Makinson's not tackled. Had a look up at the referee, who said play on, and that's brilliant for Tommy Makinson. And the player he's run over is out. He's literally right over the top of someone. I'm not sure who this is, lying flat.
Oh, it's fire move around.
It's friendly fire there, wasn't it?
Head on head. Yeah, there's no way he's coming back on the field. I think if you do get knocked out, Cole, which he definitely was.
So there's a concern. Key position, dummy half. Chanel Harris-Tavita comes on, but will now be expected to do much bigger minutes. Well, this could be Chanel Harris-Tavita's last ever game of rugby league. If Samoa lose today, he's retiring. But England again find themselves on the last, so Tompkins puts it up in the air. Suaalii underneath it, eyes on the ball in the sunshine. Good chase down. Good chase by England. Tompkins with a telling tackle in the end.
Great chase, great kick, great catch from Suaalii as well.
So Samoa looking wide through Milford. Good little flick away. Had the man been there, but instead Suaalii is bounced out of play. England get a big defensive win there. As Suaalii unable to keep it in. Cooper's still waiting to come on, by the way. Here's Williams. Williams with a bit of dash and dazzle, but not enough to take the Samoan defence eye off the ball. Radley, and now they've got numbers, and Tompkins and Watkins. What a battle those two are having on the far side. And this time it's Watkins who wins out against his clubmate and puts England back level again. But we're going for the video referee here, I think. He says try on the field, but we're going to the video referee, so let's hear from Adam Jim.
Okay, so Callum Watkins has lost possession of the ball there.
Gonna be denied.
And you've got to execute. He had to get that ball down, Callum Watkins. Tiny May's done a brilliant job.
McIlaurin marches back to his little general's position at dummy half. Wellesby going down but gets it away. Watkins steps away, bowls it back to Tompkins. Tompkins now. England have got numbers here. It might be a good bounce. It's not for Farnworth. Samoa have it back again. They are living on the edge, Samoa, at the moment, without any real dramas, and runs it back, looking for a little space on the other side. Tommy Makinson, and when he goes direct, he makes a hard break and then gets pushed over.
And a penalty.
And a penalty for England.
Tommy
Still
Makinson
has to unpick himself from those defenders on the floor. Williams, the little dummy, and he's thrown, and he gets it away. And that is going to be Elliot Whitehead. George Williams with the surge. Brilliant skills and bravery from him, because he hurt himself in doing that. And Whitehead, who seems so often to be in the right place at the right time, there to collect a score.
Well, this is brilliant from George Williams. Brilliant strength in there. It's brilliant vision.
In Super League and the NRL. Kick up from Wellesby at the end of that. And Young got fingertips to it, I think. Oh, well, I think the initial knock-up. No, it's going to be an England penalty here, I think. England penalty for a shoulder off the ball.
Well, let's have a look. Yeah, certainly some action on, isn't there?
So he had to go down with ball in hand. Little grubber to the in-goal area. Oh, and it's just overcooked from Wellesby. And there's
a bit of extras on the end of it.
Spin, I think it was Harris-Tavita.
Well, Samoa have just lost all shape. You could almost throw a blanket over him, so there's no surprise where they're going. They feel like the England team now is getting a little bit loose around the middle.
That's a good hit by Radley on Suaalii. How dare you run at me, young man?
Well, it's a great point that Kev makes in where Samoa think they're going to get the men. They get a 20-metre restart and they don't move from the middle, trying to wear out this England defence so they can find some opportunities on the fringe like this one.
Spotted a gap down that blind side and slides over to score. Oh, eyes up rugby league from Lingy Sao. That is a super try. That was real class in reading the situation and getting himself over.
Yeah, and it was just deception at the... He finds himself at the hooker position. He shows the ball right, and I think it's Callum Watkins who takes the dummy. Everyone thinks the ball's going to the middle of the field. Lingy Sao, you know...
Out comes Harris-Tavita, and another dash from Suaalii. A flash of lightning down the middle again, putting fear in English hearts. It's taken on by Milford, flattened, and he gets an ill-advised offload away because he's given the ball back to England, and Tommy Makinson just happy to get hands on ball. Bateman, has he knocked it backwards? No, he's not. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. I thought the referee had a whistle in his mouth, but he's changed his mind. England scruffily.
Josh Papali'i, he's only got one boot.
Whitehead with a break. Farnworth gets a half a break, but quickly closed down by Toho. Last play here, England on the front foot. Williams puts the kick towards the corner. The bounce, not quite. Will come again with Toho.
Tim Laffey's been sensational in this opening half.
All the middle runners have been sensational, and the penalty there
as well. Crusher tackle.
They're just not coping with the middle.
That's good on report, so the disciplinary will have a look at that. Power as well. And again, that's just a big, solid effort right down the guts of that England defence. They'll do well to hold out here, England again, because Samoa on a bit of a roll. Luai with a short pass. Sarkane charging on at pace. They're going to go back towards the middle. Paulo, Milford kicks behind. Tompkins has that covered.
Brilliant from Sam Tompkins.
Williams now kicks towards the corner. Suoli underneath it, try to hang up.
It's the second phase that's killing them. From this man, Tim Laffey, Stephen Crichton, we see it again.
That offload again. Sau back towards the middle. The offloads mean that instead of tackling 6 times in a row, England's defence is tackling 7, 8, sometimes 9 times in a row, which draws the juice out of the tank. The hour clock has counted down, and the stadium clock counts down as well. Well, what a shock to the system that has been for England in that opening half. They've got a great position again here, and a solid hit forward from Paulo just sent a shudder through the timbers of the English defence. Watkins with a tackle, last play, Luai with a kick away, a dash into open space, back it comes to Sau, now it's with Luai, they've got so many numbers on that right-hand side, but Wilkinson comes in and drops on the ball and begins an attack from there. They're going on the blind side on the 6th. This is a little bit unstructured from England. Williams with a kick over the top, Makinson, oh, it got a touch, Toho. I tell you what, England have been lucky there. Tompkins, and they're trying to go short again. And Whitehead was insisting he'd been taken a little high there. The head went back, certainly. Williams with a kick over the top. Watkins is chasing it. Laffey gets it. Laffey's dropped it. Picked up. Score! John Bateman. What a moment. Referee's putting the square in the air, but this might be Laffey 2, Watkins 1. This might be where Callum's got his own back.
Foot is down. Playing on at this point to knock on from Tim Laffey. Clean possession by John Bateman, and the ball is grounded. I think I've seen all angles to make my decision.
Opportunity taken at the other. Harris Tavita. Milford helps it along. Now it's with Suoli, and Farworth doesn't quite do the job on him, but relatively speaking. Switched away, Paulo to Milford, Milford to Laffey. Laffey steps on the inside, gets that pass away. England's defence is smart. Bateman ready and waiting. When Luai got that ball, Milford, Papali'i not only stopped, but he can't deliver an offload either. Full effect from the English defence, but one more to go because Luai's dancing now. Oh, he's found the gap, puts it back on the inside. Paulo spins it away. Luai bats it on. Crichton will finish. That is incredible. That is absolutely incredible. Wow, for my people and Samoans around the world, get out of your chairs and cheer that moment, because that was simply scintillating handling. They refused to let the opportunity go, and now they're back in the lead.
Well, that's brilliant rugby league football.
England's defensive line desperate to get up there quickly. Bustled forward again. Physical stuff. The juggernauts driving Samoa into position. Now comes a little bit of delicacy and footwork and handling, and Laffey with all of that, but Tompkins down low. Good save from the fullback.
What a play.
Kept to a minimum. Papali'i
Great feet.
just has his shoulders pulled back and his knees left in place. Last play again. Luai in control of the situation. Young, though, should have it. Oh, what a mistake. What a mistake from Dom Young. Simplest catch of the afternoon. That's what the coach thinks. That's what he feels. England under pressure now. Harris Tavita comes to the left-hand side. It's a push by Papali'i, who's held up just a foot away, an arm stretch away, and Young came out to make the tackle, and he didn't make it, and that left the gap, and that gave the invitation for Laffey to score. And for the first time Samoa have a 2-score lead in this semi-final, and at the moment they're looking very good.
They're looking exceptionally good on this left edge. They're all tearing this right edge of England apart.
You want a definition of fury? I think we've just seen it. Radley into that dummy half position. Watkins putting the step on. Back to Tompkins. Tompkins trying to hold off the defenders. Radley again. Tompkins punches the ball into the in-goal area too far. Too far. The controlled kicking game has left England, and Samoa will quite slow it. Oh, there's a bit of a battle going on here. Luai and Tompkins, I'm not sure what started that, but now everybody's getting involved. Well, if you thought someone was going to start a fight here today, I don't think you'd have necessarily picked out those two.
Walk away, boys. Lingy.
Bit of energy expended.
Hey, you can't afford to lose anyone now.
The referee's going to have a look at this, just reminding them they can't afford to have anyone sin bin or sent off. It's still bubbling.
Jerome, no more. If they come together,
No more.
someone will sit out.
Good ref.
It's probably
Good
the
referee.
frustration of the kick. You know, Sam Tompkins is normally, very, spot on with his execution, and that time it's just too deep.
Harris to Vita. Looking left. Ball's been lost. Ball's been lost. Here's Don Young on the right-hand side. Young has to come back on the inside. Young's going to be dragged down, but look how close. They're back on the attack again, England. Somebody's turned the volume up to 11. The noise incredible. Tompkins on his knees and can't get through. Tried to, but he can't get through on his knees. Radley just smashed in again by Mike Cooper. Balls to ground. England rescue the situation. They rescue the possession, if not the position. Radley to this left-hand side. Williams with a kick behind the line. Here they go. Wonderful piece of footwork, but it's the Samoan body that drops on it tellingly. Elliot Whitehead's footballing skills, and have learned those in the street corners at Bradford. He almost dribbled it over, but it's going to be a drop on underneath the sticks.
Well, it's good by England. It's quicker, it's more urgent. It's a great kick from Williams, and one of the best short kicking games in the game. And there's an opportunity here. Should he have gone try and pick the ball?
Williams almost through. Just dragged down impressively by Harris Tavita. Radley tripped over Harris Tavita. No penalty. The crowd are baying for it. But England have to start again. Tompkins. Back it goes to Wellesby. Wellesby's kick's too far. Too far. Hits the line. Oh, no. Sit back down. Sit back down. The ball hit the whitewash. Well.
Slowly, thank you. Yeah. Okay, so the ball is on the line. We have an on-field decision of Jerome Luai offside. That penalty will stand.
Radley again at dummy half. Hill's pointing at defenders. It goes beyond him to Tompkins. Now it's Wellesby. Here comes Farnworth. Farnworth through the first line, and through the second, and through the third. And England have the try. And England have hope. What a moment to strike. But let's take a pause.
Possession, and the ball is down.
Now we see him
Thank
with
you.
his full brilliance. Herbie Farnworth. Tompkins gets the kick away, up in the air. Sualihi underneath it. The 19-year-old wonder kid.
It's a penalty, Dave.
Penalty for England. Penalty for England. Running them off the ball. Now, do they go for two here? Sam Tompkins run off the ball. Do they go for two here? Makinson steps up and yep. We're all square. That looked like a distant dream. There is so much fueling both sides now. England with the home support. England's energy and nerve. Luai back to the middle. This now is May. May bounces off a couple, trying to make something happen. Matt Meakin says, no you don't. Period now, trying to get as much yards downfield as they possibly can. And Burgess just bounces into Spencer Leniu, gets the pass away. Williams skips it on. Williams put down. Tompkins collects. Wellesby on its way. Interception for Crichton. Stephen Crichton It's going to go the distance for a huge try. Stephen Crichton with a try that might just win it for Samoa, that takes them into dreamland and possible World Cup history. The old order is shaken. The new order has a lead at a critical moment in the game.
And I think it's Victor Radley. He's been sensational in this tournament.
It's a retribution. Williams steps back. Tompkins, Luai crowds him down. England desperate to keep it alive. Samoa come up with possession. And Chanel Harris-Tavita drops on the ball. Radley trying to push. McIlaurin. Now it's with Williams. Williams with the ball. Off he goes. Barwick on his outside. Barwick puts the foot down and chases. And Tommy Makinson is pointing it towards the sticks. Barwick scores a try. Makinson has a kick to bring it level. And in the dying moments of this extraordinary game, England are given fresh hope. And it's Herbie Barwick who's the hero.
We'll put that down to George Williams. He just sums it up perfectly well. He's been doing that for a decade in this country. He jumps up and skips on the left-hand side, beats a tired defender, but then he's still got a lot to do. He's going to suck in the fullback.
There he goes. Here's Williams. Steps, kick, jump.
It's a tough kick. It's a tough kick. Can you bear to look? You might just want to listen. Makinson, a little bend of the knee. Silence descends inside this stadium. Makinson strikes it, and the flags go up! The arms go up! England's hopes are sky high again! It's all square with a minute to play. This incredible World Cup keeps on delivering. Samoa resist the temptation to go short because they know at the end of this set there could be a drop kick coming.
It's a great carry.
40 seconds to go. Golden point, extra time to go. Wayline. McIlaurin spins it out. Radley onto Hill. England goes the chant. There's Samoan voices in there somewhere, but they're drowned out by the home crowd. England with a break. Off he goes. Circle step. Back on the inside. Scrappy handling. Ball goes to ground. Thrown away. I think that might be it. 5 seconds and counting. Samoa want to take the scrum quickly. They won't get time. Listen for the hooter.
He just needs to go to the floor.
Listen for the hooter. It's not sounding yet. We've not got full time yet. There we have. There we have.
Just go to the floor. Just go to the floor.
Trying to get downfield, but there's also that balancing act of if you miss a drop goal and it goes dead, the other side gets 7 tackles. Oh, it's going to be Samoa who have it. It's Luai. Samoa will get first chance here. 6 tackles on the English line, so they will get a chance for a drop goal.
Just plough the middle road like you were doing, England.
Harris-Tavita. Now it's taken on by Paulo. England know what's coming. England will be desperate to make sure they don't suffer a sucker punch, give away a penalty, concede a try, but they know at the very least there'll be a drop goal heading their way. Speed up the line is going to be massively important. Anthony Milford's already set. Anthony Milford charged down by England. England survive. Barwick has it. First chance is spurned.
And Elliott. They're still not out of danger yet.
Wellesby. Bateman. Forward pass.
That it was.
Is huge. Again, they've offered Samoa another excellent position here.
It was a forward pass, Dave. It was a forward pass.
4 tackles for Samoa. England will be hoping for a mistake. Luai. Back it comes to Papali'i now. Put on the ground. England slowing it down. Have a look for Milford. Milford again is in position, but they're also going to go back to Crichton. Crichton's got time to try and win it for Samoa, and Stephen Crichton is a history maker. Samoa into the final of the Rugby League World Cup. What a moment for Rugby League. What a moment for that nation. And in amongst it, what a moment for Stephen Crichton. English hearts are broken. It's not going to be a home nation success this year, but Samoa have just written a huge chapter in the history of international rugby league, but they've done it at the expense of England.
Yeah, heartbreak for England. The last 20 minutes of that second half, they came to life, they dragged themselves back, they got in the game. They're absolutely gutted.
Oh, they've put it on a plate, but what a kick from Stephen Crichton. Hasn't he stepped up in this match to score the try and then drop the goal? You've just got to feel England have handed it on a plate, a forward pass and a drop ball to start the extra time. Devastated.
Player of the match, I think you two are going to pick player of the match so quickly. Who is your player of the match?
Yeah, it was tussle. Has been candidates both. George Williams for England, but for his impetus and his direction around the field and his kicking game, Jerome Luai today for me has been probably the difference between the teams. Crucial times he stepped up, made breaks, made passes, scored points.
Wow. Again. I mean, what are you thinking back home at the moment? There'll be different emotions all around the world. English hearts broken. Look at that. Elliot Whitehead has done so much today. Deserved to be on the winning side. But